forged from the love of liberty in the fires of hope and prayer. With boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land. We pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our
Heavenly Father, we come before you at the start of this new day, giving thanks for life, for health, and the opportunity to serve through this station. We ask for your divine presence to guide us in all we do. Bless this broadcast, that it may be a source of inspiration, joy, and unity to all who tune in. Whether near or far, may our words uplift, our music heal, and our message bring light to those who need it most. We pray for our listeners, wherever they may be. Grant them strength for the day ahead, peace in their hearts, and success in all they put their hands to. Cover those traveling with your protection, and those at home with your comfort and provision. Lord, may everything we do bring honor to you and be a blessing to others. Guide our steps, bless our efforts, and let this station be a vessel of positivity and hope. In your name we pray. Amen.
Your voice, your soundtrack, your station. New Era TT Radio. NETT Radio.
We open the story. It's a banner to be more. energy, music, and vibes to start your day right.
Energy to start your day right. Hey everybody, good morning to you. And of course, I hope that you're feeling that energy this morning. You're not feeling it as yet? Pump it up some more this morning, yeah. Good morning Trinidad, good morning to Tobago, neighbors in the Caribbean, friends who are streaming all around the globe, different time zones. Good day to you. And thank you so much for making us your choice. Of course, yes, you do have choices. And you may either that you're here with us on New Era TT Radio. I think you've made an excellent choice. So, good morning to you once again, yeah. New Era TT Radio, the heartbeat of the Caribbean. We take you above and beyond. Let me say much thanks as always to the Heavenly Father for bringing us together for another day. And everything that we do, dear God, everything that we do, let it be a blessing, honor to you. People, I am yours truly, Sir Charles. Happy am I to be here with you on this Friday morning. Yes, it is a Friday morning. And we want to take the opportunity to welcome everybody. This is your Get Up and Go. Welcome everybody to the breakfast show.
Wake up, it's a brand new dawn. The breakfast show got the vibes turned on. From Maracas Bay to the Savannah line, let's start the day in Caribbean prime. Good vibes rolling through the air. The breakfast show, energy everywhere. We talk, we laugh, we make you think. Grab your doubles or your morning drink.
It's a Friday, baby! That's it, no! Your weekend starts right here! Are you ready? Somebody come on, let's do this. Here we go. Come on, yeah. Without you, no, baby.
Good morning, and welcome to the breakfast show on this Friday morning. The weekend has begun, people. So you know we celebrate a weekend on the breakfast show like no other show on the planet. So welcome, and welcome wherever you're listening from across the planet. And of course, welcome to my co-host, Wendell and St. Charles. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Richard. Good morning, Wendell. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, Richard. Morning, Sir Charles. Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I could swear I saw that lady just dancing 2 days ago. Is it Friday already?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you put on that lady 2 days ago? I swear. Anyway, it's pouring rain in Arima here. I don't know if it's pouring rain up by you, Richard, but it's pouring rain here by me. A very hard shower of rain is currently falling. And just like that, the weather switch, just like that.
It was a little while ago, but it stopped.
Yeah, no, it's pouring rain by me, so I'm struggling to hear. Anyway, but we're here. We're happy to be in the land of the living. Condolences to those who would have lost loved ones. There were a couple of murders over the last few days that just kind of strange. Of one of a businessman, I think, in Val Park, and another one. It's just some strange happenings sometimes, you know. But for those of you who celebrating birthdays, today, of course, is the last day of October. It's October 31st, and well, if you're into Halloween and all that nonsense, go right ahead. Christoph Ruben Rodriguez, he is celebrating his birthday today. I think he's an attorney attached to the event. You know, you could actually play that. So, Charles, if you could play that today, that'd be nice. It's some Thriller, right? From Michael Jackson album.
Yeah, but YouTube might give you some trouble.
Oh, okay. All right. So don't play that. Happy birthday to Kevin Gervais, Marlon Brizan, that's Corey partner, I think. Eloise Detanis, Urban Santana. They are all celebrating birthdays today. Of course, today is October 31st. Don't forget, people, tomorrow is also All Saints Day and then All Souls Day, all right? Where you light up for your loved ones at the cemeteries or wherever you remember lost ones. November 1st and 2nd, All Saints and All Souls Day. Or is it All Souls and All Saints? I think it's All Souls first and then All Saints. Yeah, I think so. All right?
I can't remember who is who. And one is Anglican, one is Catholic, you know?
Anglican and Catholic. It's Anglican first and I think then the Catholic.
Yeah, Anglicans are first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But who is souls and who is saints?
The souls, I think, is the Anglicans. And the saints are the Catholics. Richard? Or is it the other way around?
I think saints is the Anglicans and souls is the Catholics.
Okay. All right.
That's
I'm
what
sure someone will correct us in the chat, tell us, in the chat. But that's happening tomorrow and Sunday. A good time for it to happen on a weekend, because I generally go with my sisters and so on to the cemetery, And then today, of course, is the Lime by Rumbox. Well, hopefully the weather will clear up because I think I saw something about a tropical alert somewhere, which
a
is why
tropical alert or an adverse yellow alert.
Something of the sort. Which
you don't know?
Is there a difference? Is there a difference?
There's a big difference right now.
Okay, well, thanks for correcting me. So it's an adverse yellow alert.
I don't know what alert it is. I don't know anything about it, so that's why I'm asking you.
Listen, let me find it. I shared it in my family group this morning. Hold on. I think they're the only person. Right. It says it's a large tropical wave expected to affect Trinidad and Tobago from early Friday into late Saturday. Activity is expected to develop mainly after midnight tonight. So it's after midnight Friday night. Well, it's already started. Initially affecting Tobago and Trinidad's eastern regions as isolated to widely scattered showers. So it may not affect Port of Spain at all. All right, so let's wait and see how that turns.
It's not an alert at all. It's just a tropical wave.
Yeah, so it's not an alert, it's a tropical wave. Yeah, so that's it. Morning, Miss Archie. Miss Archie. Okay. All right. Yes. So that's it. So you could get into your good news now, Richard.
High school students demonstrating precision walking.
I just thought that's so interesting. And that ability to do precision walking. It's not something that you see much in Trinidad at all.
Oh, Europe on the whole. You don't see it.
No, all Europe. You mostly in like Asian countries,
Yeah.
But I would see some Japanese students doing it. And of course, this was another one. This is not really good news. This is just fun, I guess.
That's in a way. And what are you waiting for? You want to dance? Let's dance. 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 Dance.
No dance.
No dance? Dance. Dance. Dance.
You were.
Dance. Let's dance. Dance. Yeah. Dance. Dance. Yeah. Yeah. Dance. Dance. Dance.
No dance.
No dance. No. Dance. Dance.
You were.
Dance. Dance.
You were.
Dance.
I just
That's your nerd spirit, Richard. That's your nerd spirit.
Yeah. These pranks are not easy, you know. Well, it's a good prank.
The lady is part of his act.
Yeah, the ladies, but and the person coming in to get their head slammed against the elevator. So the three of them, so it's only the person who started up there is not part of it.
Yeah. I should get him to start to dance.
He is dancing, he twerk him.
Oh, God.
I think that's an elevator somewhere in India or Pakistan or one of those.
Yeah, I think it's probably in there. I'm not sure. I think it's in there.
Somewhere where you're going to the 100th floor and
You don't sure that it's going to be dancing anyway, depending on what you're playing. It'll be.
Oh yes.
It might move too well here. You don't have to force people to dance here.
Probably. You wouldn't have to.
No, you wouldn't have to. Especially later by rum box, where you're whining like your egg get christened. The first ever annual wine like your egg get christened. It's at rum box today with Galen and Shade. So you should not miss it. Plenty bad whining.
Ron DeSantis Jr., thank you so much for giving us that line. We're going to adopt it. I like your ain't get christened. We definitely adopting that from now on. I don't know how nobody come up with that as a FET promoter. But
I'd like it.
We not patented, but we're going to take it. We're going to be the first to have it, to use it.
All right. I suppose we can go to the stream.
Yeah, we can go to the stream. Well, Victor Thongs came in at 11:29 last evening. Ron DeSantis Jr., look at that. He jumped in at 11:50 last night. He said the long-time ban, she fling him off to hell, which she won't listen. Then she start a whine like she never christened. Okay, so that's where it came from. Here's the whole verses. Thanks, Ron. Valerie Mendoza says, good morning to the breakfast team. Rumbox later. This rumbox don't have a H, Miss Mendoza. There is a rumbox with an H in it, but it's in a rima, believe it or not. And people always think that it's associated. Our rumbox is R-U-M. It's the actual rum, right? Suzanne Jessup also says good morning from Suzanne, Suzette, and Miss Gemma. Anthony Tinto, Grand Rising. He's saying a belated birthday greetings to his Auntie Selma. Margaret Thomas says good morning. Eunice Dublin, Rodel Guy, Erica Charles, Boy Bidesi from Debe, Diane Payne, Kenny in Trinidad. Okay, so Kenny moved from Harlem to Tobago to Trinidad, and I'm sure he'll be back in Harlem soon. Morning, Kenny. Michael Cadet says good morning, everyone. Doreen Pierre. CJ from New York says good morning. Trini Merle Kitchen from Oshawa. Marlon Motley from North Valsayn. Sherwin and Juliet Kerr. Brennan Smith from Goodwood in Tobago. Ambrose Bra from New York. Quick Money Grip. Debbie Modeste. Lambert Bruce from El Dorado. Rena Jennings from Piggy Valley. Florence Bazi. Ingrid from Tucson, Arizona. Crystal Stevenson says good morning. Have a safe weekend. Old lady, blessed morning all. Natalie Hoyt says good morning. Scorpion Pepper. Yes, energy, I need that. Top of the morning, guys, from Joyce Philip. Apollina says good morning. Carol Guevara says good morning. David McCarthy to the terrific trio. Salutations. CJ says the dancing lady. Rena Jennings, no rain in the west yet. Well, it stopped actually in Arima too. It was just a very hard shower that came down for a brief moment. Florence Bazi says, guys, I started the Bacchanal first. Saw this yesterday. Vacancy for PM. Dr. Rowley, are you willing to fill the post? Oh God, no, leave Dr. Rowley alone. He is tending to his goats and his grandchildren. Leave him alone. Miguel Gonzalez says good morning. Cathy Ann Charles also says good morning and sends greetings to Arlene out there in Bronxville. Suzanne Jessup is back in again. Rumboxing James gonna be like a movie today. Come on down, level drinks on sale. Sappy Sunday on with Sir Charles. Richard, it's Friday. Of course it is. Margarita Chow says good morning. Julia Samantha. Andre Reno, it's raining in Beach. Nicola McNichol says good morning. Biznat Prasad also says good morning. Subhash from Woodland, raining in South also. Ozzy Molino, Mo Gaines, Stellar Services, Garvin Frank. Nicola McNichol says I have to force my students to dance. The special needs students would dance, but the others standing and watching me like I'm mad. Yeah, I can imagine. Wayne Ramsey from Fort Lauderdale. Mike Sankofa says dance. Bountiful Graces, the Man Crab. That's a new name of somebody's. Oh, the Man Crab is Gerard. Okay, I now see. The line is from David Rudder's Calypso, long-time band. It's one of the most famous lines in Calypso. Well, boy, we learn it today. We learn it this week. Damian and Amanda Edwin says good morning. Trini, that's Kurt Hope in Nashville.
Morning, cuz.
Jennifer also says good morning. Bernadette and Nelicia Yates, Marva Williams, and Charles Duncan. All right, those are the greetings I have on the chat thus far.
All right, so good morning to Kent out there in Davenport, always very early on the chat. Colin and Kelly, good morning to you guys out there in Carenage. Terry Ann Peters and the Mova Kruger Day. Good morning to my good friend David Batiste. Nice to have you. Slick Money Grip, Mr. Billy in Powder Magazine, Archbishop Ashton Clark, good day to you. Mr. Beeps in Pity Valley, Linda out there in London, good morning. And guys, it's both All Saints and All Souls, Catholic and Anglican, right? Zena, good morning to you. Captain Ron, good morning. Brenda in Penal, Mahi, good day to you also. and Frank Andrews. I want to say good morning to you. They're all locked on, and nice to have you. He's out there in Houston, Texas today. Okay, so those are all the people that we have, and let me say good morning to the Gael family on the stream. Thank you, everybody, wherever you are, for being here on your TT NETT Radio.
All right. Well, we can go for a break, and then when we come back, we'll do headlines, and we'll get into your calls. Today's your day.
Oh, yes.
And it might be my day, too.
Pay $1 down on higher purchase plans at Furniture Plus. Enjoy fast approval, low interest rates, and up to 36 months financing. Retirees, self-employed, and permanent employees apply today. Buy now, pay later with Furniture Plus credit plans. Conditions apply.
Charmflair Auto Services Limited, your one-stop auto repair shop, located at number 1 Industrial Lane, Charmflair, right opposite the brewery on the Eastern Main Road. Yes, we do it all. Repairs to all makes and models, from your everyday sedan to SUVs, light trucks, pickups, and panel vans. We're also the sole distributors of Davanti tires, certified VTS inspection station, plus a wide range of services: oil change, front end and suspension repairs, tune-ups, tire alignment, batteries, electrical work, radiator and cooling system, AC repairs, and accessories galore. We offer pickup and drop-off service too. Call us today at 662-6545 or 662-6572. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Charmflair Auto Services Limited, number 1 Industrial Lane, Charmflair. We do it all.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Get ready to experience an explosion of culture. The Faisabad Connection Theatre Company presents a mini concert showcasing incredible talent. Feel the rhythm with the incredible UC stars. Be captivated by the performances of Faisabad Secondary School Drama Group, the amazing Michaela Sylvester, John Denacion, and Daniel Gale, Mandisa Matthews, Abideli the Extempo Master, Whitney Williams, Amelia Harding, and Joseph Lopez. It's a night of poetry, music, dance, drama, and drumming, all come together in one unforgettable performance. Friday, October 31st, 2025, 7 p.m. at the Faisabad Regional Complex. Cost $20. Contact 379-9078 for more information. Don't miss out on the talent, the energy, and the connection.
CLR is your turn. The Roadie Lovers comedy show is coming to the east. Cipriani Lipa College. One show only. Sunday the 2nd of November, 6:30 p.m. baby. Tickets available at Electronics Arena, Doman Shoe Store, Long Circular Mall, Anthony's Floral, Val Park, Gay Square Stores, Eastgate Mall, West Mall, Brentwood Plaza, Chagonas, and C3 Center Mall, San Fernando, and IslandEtickets.com. For more info, call 683-0356. Eastside, are you ready to laugh? Well, clock it.
Ho, ho, ho! This Christmas, small businesses, this one's just for you. Get your brand, your product, your business in front of thousands every single day on New Era TT Radio, Net Radio, and Gael Caribbean TV. And here's the gift you've been waiting for. Radio and television advertising has never been more affordable anywhere else. We are talking unbeatable real rates, prices no one else can offer you for primetime slots that put your business right where your customers are watching and listening. So call us today at 299-5156 and turn your Christmas into real results and real profits with affordable advertising, so you too can say Merry Christmas.
So back.
Let me just greet a couple people first before getting to headlines. Ray Ray from West Palm Beach, thanks for listening. She says she's listening and watching behind the scenes. And Richard Chris also says when they'll have us. No, we don't need that, Chris. The hospital right across the road. All Souls is the dead and All Saints is the living? Oh, I didn't know that. How All Saints could be a living?
No, I don't think that's a local kind of thing that may not be too right.
Okay. Anyway, I think all of them dead.
All Saints is honor of the saints in heaven, and All Souls is the prayer for souls in purgatory.
Oh, the souls in purgatory.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. And Carlisle Cupid, just to answer your question, the government raised alcohol to get more taxes and nothing to do with improving the nation's health. Okay? Don't fool yourself. Right? And rumbugs don't have a choice in that matter. As a matter of fact, nobody selling alcohol and cigarettes have a choice in the matter but to raise their prices. All right? Richard, you know who I haven't seen or heard from for a while? Our dear friend Annie Bunyan. Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I spoke to her last time.
Okay, great. Happy to hear that. Because it just occurred to me, she hasn't put any message in the chat for a while. So good morning, Miss Annie, and I so miss you in the chat. You know, every now and then just tell us good hi. It'll make me feel better. You can't just make Richard alone feel better. You gotta make me feel better too, right?
Boy.
No, you and Richard have a special bond that I will never have with you. But you know. But
before you go there, Wendell, also let me just send out happy birthday greetings to Brenda out there in Penang. Her son is celebrating his birthday today. His name is Che Fabian. So you want to wish Che a happy birthday. And while we celebrate people who celebrate their birthday, I also want to send out some condolences to a good friend of mine, Shelly and Faria, and the Farias, and the passing of her mom. It happened like early this morning, I understand. So all those who know of Daphne Haywood, she has passed. As I get more information, I will share it to you all during the week.
Okay. Sobers willing to help. Oh, where did my stories go? Hey.
Is that the Express you're doing now?
Yeah, the Express of October 31st. Sobers willing to help missing men's families. That's one of the headlines. And Sean Sobers, again, everybody's talking about your arrogance. Tone it down now. You're a nice young man. You know what I mean? You have far to go. Tone down that arrogance, please. Rescuers push to reach communities cut off. And I don't know if you all saw the news last night. The Jamaica death toll had reached 12 and is expected to climb, right, due to the hurricane. Black man solid at Tennessee meet. I don't know what that is about. Blake returns for Caribacco. And in some other stories in the Express, man killed after truck container breaks loose in Couva. See that? You see that? Driving next to containers and so on. If you know, I dread doing that. And this container got loose and crushed that car. You saw that car? He didn't stand a chance. Call the Heart wins Privy Council appeal. Imagine that.
It's called the Heart.
Called the Heart, yeah. He went to the Privy Council and he won. Mom's son drugged at school and hospital. 66-year-old killed for his pickup truck. And murder in Toko Ganja field. Those are all stories trending in today's Express. All right.
All right. So the news day for today, the trending stories. Finance Minister THA aims to curb expenditure in 2026. Guns killed 4 in 24 hours as MPs prepare to debate SOE extension. Camera takes lead in Melissa relief effort. St. Joseph developer takes Works Ministry Director of Drainage to court. Privy Council, Las Alturas, Commission of Inquiry treated Call the Heart unfairly. NH International loses Privy Council appeal over MOE piling job. And business sector weighs in on warship arrival and Venezuela fallout. So that's it for the news day. Over to you and the Guardian, Sir Charles.
All right, and Sobers, no proof Trinidad killed by U.S. strike. Minister says operations were outside TNT waters. Nothing to fear. Foreign Affairs Minister seeks to reassure public amid U.S. military buildup. And going on again, USS Gravely warship departs TNT. Union boss complains about government's handling of the visit. I'm not sure which one of it is that. TNT unbothered by protests in Caracas, Sobas. Venezuelan minister launches another attack on Prasad Bisesa. Beckles defense meeting with Venezuelan ambassador. Government SOE, nothing linked to Venezuela tensions. Well, Venezuela, sorry. Disgruntled police officers question late salaries. And of course, Calder Hart wins appeal over Las Alturas COE, Trinidad and Tobago, to pay him millions now.
Imagine that. You buy next building in Fort Lauderdale.
It seems like people who are accused of crime in Trinidad and Tobago, our justice system don't really do them justice at all.
I tell you, government after government wasting time doing those things, talking about this one was corrupt, and nothing comes out of it. Nothing.
We have nobody locked up here. Since we talking all around this, we can't lock up nobody, by?
No.
Huh.
It's a cult, as Dr. Job would say. He used to get Richard and I scared when he said that word, you know.
So, yeah, man. We just cannot pursue none of these kinds of things and say, okay, you know, there's for the public who feels aggrieved with all this money that they would have lost and all the bad work and all the other things. I mean, nothing for the public at all at no point in time, right?
There's several times that the state has won cases, so you all are being a little unfair.
All right.
I never say the state has never won a case.
But that's the implication from what both of you all are chatting like two older men. And I'm just straight.
I don't want to do.
The state has won money at certain points in time.
Richard, I'm speaking about, and it come out of which politician pocket? None.
They won back the money, Wendell.
Okay. All right.
And nobody locked up. Nothing.
What's another word Dr. Job used to use, Richard, that used to scare us? You remember it? When he used it? Froppery. Remember when he used to say that word?
Froppery?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we used to jump. What did he just say?
What is the word he is using?
Froppery. Google it. Let me Google it for you.
Yeah.
Always use that word too. F-R-O-P-P. E-R-Y. Froppery. Well, I see in frippery. But he used to use froppery. Don't ask me in what context he used to use it in. But he used to use that word froppery. Anyway, let's open the lines.
Because today is your date. You know, Friday is the day where we open up the lines for you to talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. Of course, it is October 31st. It's the last day of the month as we move into November. And of course, but it's Halloween. I don't know if they probably have some Halloween parties on tonight because it's the weekend. So I know they have a lot of costume parties that take place in different parts of Trinidad and Tobago, probably. So
never been to one.
You know, we love our costume.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be probably some costume parties on tonight. And trick-or-treating probably in some certain areas, not everywhere.
Communities. More than likely.
Maybe communities will probably have that. And certain types of neighborhoods, you know.
Where you could monitor the churn easier.
Yeah, and everybody know everybody else in that kind of way.
Yeah.
So you'll have some of that. You know, but we're opening up our lines. This is your day when you can talk. And I keep quiet, but you know, Wendell and Sister are kind of
blame it on the rain. All right, call us here. Wendell
on in the show.
You see what I say, right?
Okay. Yeah. Right. Hello, good morning, caller.
A blessed good morning to you, Sir Charles, Richard, and Wendell. And Richard, I would not have you say that about these two lovely gentlemen. They are darlings, just like yourself. You understand? Don't be doing that, Richard. You know, it's one love. Anyway, gentlemen, I just call us and say good morning, and it's Friday, Richard. I hope you have a good day today. Gentlemen, thanks again. Have a blessed one.
Okay, no problem. Thanks very much, Suzanne. Taking your calls. We're going again. Hello, good morning to your caller.
Okay, but I've been numbers.
Morning to Charles.
Morning, Mr. Cockery.
Morning, Wendell and Richard.
Morning, Mr. Cockery.
Morning.
Yes. Guys, I was in a discussion last night, and a brother connect some dots for me that opened my eyes. And it's really the president of Guyana, Mr. Ali, was never one that I had considered highly in any regard. Don't know much about him, but I never had any particular strong opinions about him. But after the guy opened my eyes to something, my admiration, I have developed a strong admiration for the man. I think the man is really a top class brother. And I'll give you an idea why my admiration for him has, it is now so profound. You remember when our Prime Minister made his statement in relation to the Venezuelan matter that if it is Guyana, we will definitely get involved and assist our cousins. She made that statement. And I found this statement at the time to be a bit disjointed, so to speak, because that was not the issue at the time. It wasn't the proper time to make reference to the Guyana matter. It sounded to me like, when you have two friends might have a disagreement and a third party just raise it up while the matter was cooling down, somebody just raise it up again. That's how it sounded to me. Anyway, let me just hold on.
Yeah, you're listening to your echo. That's what you're doing.
Anyway, I left that as it is. Then she pointed out to me that the question of the gas, and when our Prime Minister said that the gas deal is dead and she's going to Grenada and she's going to Guyana. And he also said that Guyana responded, we are no gas for you, Kamala. Our gas is done. We don't have use for our gas already, and he kind of brush you. In our local parlance, he bullshit. And here's the reason why he tell me that the president of Guyana is kind of upset with our Prime Minister. He said that in spite of what I would call the negotiations, the highly skilled negotiating prowess of the previous government, in spite of that, to get that dragon deal going, CARICOM leaders had also come together and assist the Trinidad government in getting that dragon deal on stream. And he said the president of Guyana played a pivotal role in that, boy. He said the speech that the president of Guyana made on behalf of Trinidad and Tobago and Motley and so on, but he specifically pointed out the president of Guyana's speech, kind of assisted in turning the tide around to get that dragon deal on stream. He said, thanks to the president of Guyana. Well, he talked about Motley too, and he talked about the Suriname president. That dragon deal came on stream. So it was really the skillful negotiation of Dr. Rowley and Stuart Young and so on, although I have my own political issues with them. But he said it was those skillful negotiations that had to take place. And he said, the president of Guyana is now peeved with our prime minister because of what she did in calling for sanctions against Dr. Rowley and Stuart Young.
Okay. Cochrane, that was a personal conversation, or that was in the news?
Specifically, what you're asking?
I'm asking you, the person who was the information.
Didn't he say
Yeah, if he was, the person was talking with the president of Guyana.
That the president of Guyana and Mr. and Madam Motley and the president of Suriname played a role in getting.
No, I'm not disputing that. I'm just asking you.
In getting the OFAC license, which by the way, the OFAC license that the PNM got is a superior OFAC license to the one that.
Yeah. Cochrane, that's not what I'm asking you.
Well, don't prolong it now. He said at the beginning he was having a conversation with a partner. Don't prolong.
Yeah, well, that could be done by Ron Boxon.
Yeah, well, it don't matter where.
Yeah, because he's saying the president of Guyana, he's talking about the president of Guyana say things about our prime minister, that's what he just did,
Well, he said that in the conversation with someone. Someone was saying that to him.
Yeah,
that's what
but
he
then
was reporting,
Yeah,
he didn't say that he heard the president say so, He said someone was saying
but that's not factual information that he put in on the air.
Well,
that's the partner he talking with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He said that at the beginning,
Well, then we can't carry that as fact.
Well, you
not carry that as fact. You just invent the conversation. He's saying that the fellow
that conversation now and just bring it and say, "Work, all right." I hear Maduro talk with Trump, and that is it going on there.
No, he's saying that he heard that the president of Guyana is peeved with our prime minister.
Yeah.
So that's all he's saying. That's what he hear. He didn't say the president of Ghana said anything.
Yeah, no, he didn't say that.
Oh, no, he said that he partner tell him, or whoever it is he was talking to, tell him that the president of Guyana is peeved, and he said certain things that he's not happy with about our prime minister. He said that,
I can't remember him saying that he said.
Beyond
saying that he was peeved, but I've heard that too. Through other circles, that I communicate with, but it's just things you hear. I can't verify unless I speak to Irfan Ali himself. And we are trying to get Irfan. We do try to get Irfan Ali at certain points, and the Prime Minister, I forget his name off the top of my head right now, but I have reached out to try to get Irfan Ali onto the program in terms of some of the connections. So we'll see if it happens, and we can ask him. He'll probably be diplomatic. It'll be best to be diplomatic anyway. So it'll be a kind of unfair question to ask him, but you can ask him if they would. But remember when we got that first OFAC license, they did part of the framing of getting that OFAC license was Caribbean energy security.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just about Trinidad and Tobago. It was Caribbean energy security was one of the factors in terms of getting that OFAC license.
Yeah.
Well, all those things I'm not disputing, or Richard. Caller, good morning.
All right. In charge already. Hello.
Yes, good morning to you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, we're hearing you. Go ahead.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
You always make my day with this show. You all make my day, and I show everybody just feel proud concerning that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that was it.
That's it, caller.
Yeah, he left. He just wanted to make a statement. So we're taking your calls. As you can see, the numbers are on the screen. So you can call us. You can talk about anything that you want. This is your day to talk. We remain silent. I have the discipline to remain silent, but I can't speak for my co-hosts because sometimes.
No, we do have a choice when.
Good morning. Hello.
Morning, caller.
Hello.
Yes, caller. We hear you.
Good morning. Calling from New York. I just want to share just an observation. You know, I sort of was viewing the last Senate session that just went by a couple of days ago, discussing the budget. And I have an issue, well, not an issue, I have a concern about these independent senators. I mean, it's not only in this session, but even previous sessions. They're having issues with a legislation. They were having issues with quite a few items on this current budget debate. And yet, when it comes to a vote, they're all abstaining, except those who don't have a concern. I find that it's so puzzling. If you have concerns about issues of a certain legislation or the budget item or certain items in the budget, why vote for it? This is so puzzling. I mean, this is not only happening in this session, but in many sessions. You hear Senator Choate, you hear the other gentleman there. I mean, all of them, most of them having concerns. Yet, even the lady with the disability, she had some serious concerns in this budget, cycle. And then yet still, she's abstaining instead of voting against it. And I just don't understand it anyway. But I just say
that's a good observation.
Have a great weekend, gentlemen.
Thanks very much. Yeah, I just wonder that myself, caller. Because sometimes you hear certain arguments and you say, well, right, that ain't voting that way. And at the end of the day, it go in the next direction. You wonder what's going on.
Yeah. It's like abstain now is a way of showing you might be independent. It's almost like if when you abstain, you definitely are an independent person. I don't know that is so. You either for something or you're against it. You know? I don't understand that strategy too, but clearly
abstaining is an approach. But I get what you're saying, Wendell. Yeah, sometimes independent senators don't come across as being very strong in their whatever their opinion is.
Yeah.
They seem as if they don't want to get the government vexed.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, even under the PNM too, sometimes they had that kind of.
Before it was
be like, if you don't believe in something, vote against it.
Yeah.
I mean, I argued with Paul a time about that because he had concerns about something, and I argued with him about it. And I said, well, why did you vote for it, or why did you vote against it?
Yeah.
Because I suppose
it's like a safe wrong or something like that.
Ultimately, it's their prerogative. They could do what they want.
I guess.
Yeah. Because they're independent. Abstain for everything. That's their prerogative.
Morning, Zena.
Good morning, Richard. Good morning. And
morning, Zena.
All those who look to at home and abroad. All the pot of girls who are Shalom morning, long time I ain't shout all you out. Listen, you see that story that Coco read thing there, it's how he put it over. But what happened is, what I gather from that Guyana man, he is very careful to me in this situation with what he had to say. And I listened to him very good. And you know what I saying? While our Prime Minister calling to kill them violently and calling that she won't go down, she will encourage them to put things in Trinidad. If Venezuela touch any one of them with that land, it's you. And she was very loud and vociferous with she tread. You know what happened? He come out soon after and say he wants this area, the Caribbean and the area here, to be a zone of peace. And people should, in other words, tone down the language and thing. And I say, wait now. that is a kind of insult to she, because you trying to fight for them if anybody touch them over there. And he come out to say he wanted to remain zone of peace and pleading that everything would be calm and for people to tone it down and so I don't know why she had to go that road around. She had just to keep quiet. Or to keep quiet now.
Yeah.
But how Mia spoke. She spoke very serious. She said what she had to say, and she called on them to have talks before the war. Because after war, people still have to negotiate. So let us negotiate in front. But no. Then they want to say that, yes, what's your name over in Venezuela? I can't remember the woman name now. Delcy. Buffing her and insulting her. You see, people answering to what was said. So it's the rebuttal that taking place, and now they can't handle it. So don't look for it.
It's like a backing down of a strong position. Yeah, so back down and say sorry. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, back it and putting our country in the midst of back Kankatang and trying to play bold and brave what you've seen about your people. So put us in no mess. Keep your tail quiet. That's what I have to say.
Thanks, Zina. Rondell Fields wrote a very interesting piece yesterday on Facebook. If any of you all are friends with Rondell Fields, read what he said. He kind of laid out the facts, which we have done here on this morning show. Richard in particular, you understand, and that we spoke when we should have been silent about giving USA space to attack Venezuela on behalf of Guyana, when the US said they were only here to treat with the narco trade. There was no mention of Guyana in their justification for being here. That's a fact. We spoke about killing people violently, opposed to endorsing the apprehension, arrest, provision of evidence, and prosecution of offenders. We had talks of India nuking people on our behalf. Talks that India's representation to Trinidad distanced themselves from. And those facts, all those things happened, you know. We gave a speech at the UN that contradicted every other member in CARICOM. Then we say in CARICOM abandoned us. Not so. That's a fact. We refused to sign a CARICOM agreement that declared our region a zone of peace, but now saying that CARICOM is unreliable. That's a fact. We allowed a US warship to dock and conduct training during global tensions and made reports and media reports of a brewing war between the US and Venezuela. Is that a fact? That's a fact. Back down. We need to tone it down. Sean Sobers, you need to start with Sean Sobers as the Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs. He needs to tone it down.
I think that there's a misconception that zone of peace, according to the definition of our Prime Minister, that because you have drug trafficking, etc., that the Caribbean is not a zone of peace. That's a very limited analysis of what zone of peace means, because it goes back to the Treaty of Tlatelolco, I think, in 1967, where Latin American and Caribbean countries signed a treaty for the region to be free of nuclear weapons. It's the first zone, the first free zone of nuclear weapons that established that. That was in 1967 and was reaffirmed, I think, somewhere around 2014 in terms of the it was CELAC and it was also CARICOM in terms of having the Caribbean region be a zone of peace, meaning you want no nuclear weapons at all in the region, whether it be in submarines, whether it be in boats or whatever like that. You didn't want it in the region at all because it's such a densely populated region. And so all of that contributes to what the definition of a zone of peace is. So when you say the zone of peace, we have drug traffickers and and so we're no longer a zone of peace. It's a kind of rudimentary way of looking at it.
Yeah.
The zone of peace encompasses much more. And hence the concerns of CARICOM if you're going back to that treaty from 1967 and what was reaffirmed again in 2014, I think it was, it means that those Caribbean countries and even Latin American countries would be looking on with a certain degree of concern at the build-up, because it's also a build-up with boats that do carry nuclear weapons in what is in a zone of peace treaty from 1967 that did not want anything like that in the Caribbean. So it's a much more a contextual picture than the Prime Minister is laying it out to be. And that goes back to 1967, as I said. So it's all of those things that you have to factor in. And we have our relations, not only with CARICOM, but our Latin American neighbors are important. And when you say you're realigning your foreign policy and seem a little bit hostile, and I know Sir Charles has a different point of view on this, but it starts off with you not even willing, from the face of it, to attend a heads of government meeting physically. Which she has not done since this has begun, because there was a heads of government meeting and they sent, I think, secondary players, including the Minister of Foreign Affairs and CARICOM and Foreign Affairs. He went, she did not. That's the first indication to me, when that happened, that was the first indication that there was obviously a perspective of CARICOM that the Prime Minister had, when she did not attend that heads of government meeting.
Yep. And that was within a month of coming into office.
Yeah. And it has played out.
Hold it right there. We're coming back, people.
Yeah.
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is Net Radio News Now.
This is News Now on New Era TT Radio in Gael, Caribbean. I'm Derek. Good day. Former UDECOT Chairman Calder Hart has won his legal battle at the Privy Council, which yesterday dismissed an appeal seeking to reinstate adverse findings made against him in the Los Alturas Towers Commission of Inquiry. The UK-based court ruled that the commission breached the principles of natural justice by failing to give Hart advance notice or an opportunity to respond to serious criticisms before publishing its 2016 report. The decision upholds the Court of Appeal's earlier ruling, meaning all adverse comments against Hart are null and void. Delivering the judgment, Lord Clark said Hart's right to fairness outweighed any argument about delays, affirming that he should have been allowed to defend himself before the Commission's findings were made public. Several police officers across Trinidad and Tobago say they have not yet received their October salaries and are demanding answers from authorities. Officers told Guardian Media they've been raising concerns since October 24th, calling the delay unheard of. Many took to WhatsApp groups to vent their frustration, saying the issue has affected morale and household budgets. Acting President of the Police Social Welfare Association, ASP Ishmael Pitt, confirmed receiving multiple complaints and said preliminary information points to a banking issue, as some officers were paid while others were not. He said the association is engaging TTPS officials and affected banks to ensure the situation is resolved quickly and to prevent similar delays in the future. A Freeport man was killed after his vehicle was struck by a container that broke loose from a truck along Rivulet Road, Cuva, on Wednesday evening. The victim, Mark Ramden of Rajkumar Trace, Arena Road, died at the scene. Police said the truck was heading east around 6:45 p.m. when the fifth wheel of the container broke, causing it to detach and crash into Ramden's gray Ford pickup traveling in the opposite direction. The container also hit another car before coming to a stop in nearby bushes. PC Samad and Cuva fire officers responded, and a district medical officer pronounced Ramden dead. His body was taken to a funeral home for a post-mortem later this week, and the vehicles have been impounded by police. A 17-year-old La Romaine student was hospitalized after reportedly being drugged at school. Police say the Form 5 student of La Romaine High School began acting delirious after consuming an unknown substance, then collapsed in the staff room. He was taken to the San Fernando General Hospital, where he was initially treated in the intensive care unit, but has since been moved to a general ward and is now in stable condition. His mother told police doctors described it as a drug overdose. At least 4 other students also ingested the substance, but they are said to be stable as investigations continue. The government of Trinidad and Tobago has set up an interministerial committee to coordinate national relief efforts for those affected by Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica. The committee, led by Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Sean Sobers, will ensure aid reaches affected communities quickly and effectively. Through the High Commission in Kingston, the government confirmed that all Trinidad and Tobago nationals, including students, are safe. Citizens are being urged to donate non-perishable items with at least a 3-month shelf life at any of the 14 municipal corporations in Trinidad or at TEMA facilities in Tobago between October 30th and November 4th. In international news, King Charles III has stripped his brother, Prince Andrew, of all remaining royal titles and evicted him from his residence at Royal Lodge, following mounting pressure over his ties to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. A statement from Buckingham Palace said the king had initiated a formal process to remove the style, titles, and honors of Prince Andrew. He will now be known simply as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and move into private accommodation. The move comes after renewed scrutiny over his friendship with Epstein and sexual abuse allegations from Virginia Giuffre, whose posthumous memoir reignited the scandal. The palace said the decision was necessary out of respect for victims and survivors of abuse. And that is news at this time.
That was News Now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio, Net Radio.
Your mid-morning just got better. Join Sir Charles for the mid-morning mix and mingle, where good music, real talk, health, and family matters come together, and your voice is heard. Whether you're at work, on the go, or just taking a break, this is the perfect mix to keep you engaged, informed, and entertained. The mid-morning mix and mingle, weekdays, 9 a.m. to 12 noon on New Era TT Radio, Net Radio.
Morning vibes, fresh energy. This is the Net Radio Breakfast Show.
All types of music, that's a fact. But you see right now, the people want soca, nothing but soca. All we want is soca. Nah, this is a soca party, party. Soca people, hands up there, all are we in the soca party, party. When we fighting, that is all we want to hear. Get them soca. Soca in there, soca in there, soca in there, get them
locked into NETT Radio Breakfast Show, fueling your day with the best music and real talk.
Soca people, hands up there. All are we in the soca?
All are we in the soca party. And I tell you, what a time for the party. It's a Friday. The weekend is here. It's a month end. The party looking good right now. Hey everybody, welcome inside the second hour. Of course, you're listening to New Era TT Radio. And of course, we are also streaming on Gael Caribbean. Welcome, and of course, good morning to everybody on the Gael feed. Remember, when we do come off of the Gael feed, just after 8 o'clock, you can stream at us all day, all throughout the day and the weekend on newerattradio.com. New Era TT Radio. Put it in your browser. Once you put in New Era TT Radio, yeah, you get us, and that way you'll be able to get us on TuneIn. So you get us on your Alexa and Google devices, right? Also, don't forget to like and subscribe when you go to our YouTube, Facebook, TikTok page. Don't forget to subscribe, like it, so we continue to grow the page. And you can also hit our support buttons to give us some support. It's always welcome, right? Of course, continue to vote on the poll, yes or no. The poll for today: do you support the extension of the SOE for another 3 months? So when we come back, we will take your votes. Remember, yes or no first, and everything else after that, right? So we will be back shortly, so stick around.
Charmflair Auto Services Limited, your one-stop auto repair shop, located at number 1 Industrial Lane, Charmflair, right opposite the brewery on the Eastern Main Road. Yes, we do it all. Repairs to all makes and models, from your everyday sedan to SUVs, light trucks, pickups, and panel vans. We're also the sole distributors of Davanti tires, certified VTS inspection station, plus a wide range of services: oil change, front end and suspension repairs, tune-ups, tire alignment, batteries, electrical work, radiator and cooling system, AC repairs, and accessories galore. We offer pickup and drop-off service too. Call us today at 662-6545 or 662-6572. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Charmflair Auto Services Limited, number 1 Industrial Lane, Charmflair. We do it all.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Get ready to experience an explosion of culture. The Faisaban Connection Theatre Company presents a mini concert showcasing incredible talent. Feel the rhythm with the incredible UC stars. Be captivated by the performances of Faisaban Secondary School Drama Group, the amazing Michaela Sylvester, John Denacion, and Daniel Gale, Mandisa Matthews, Abideli the Extempo Master, Whitney Williams, Amelia Harding, and Joseph Lopez. It's a night of poetry, music, dance, drama, and drumming, all come together in one unforgettable performance. Friday, October 31st, 2025, 7 p.m. at the Faisaban Regional Complex. Cost $20. Contact 379-9078 for more information. Don't miss out on the talent, the energy, and the connection.
Pay $1 down on higher purchase plans at Furniture Plus. Enjoy fast approval, low interest rates, and up to 36 months financing. Retirees, self-employed, and permanent employees apply today. Buy now, pay later with Furniture Plus credit plans. Conditions apply.
CLR is your turn. The Roadie Lovers Comedy Show is coming to the east. Cipriani Lepa College.
One show only. Sunday the 2nd of November, 6:30 p.m. baby. Tickets available at Electronics Arena, Roman Shoe Store, Long Circular Mall, Anthony's Floral, Val Park, Gate Square Stores, Eastgate Mall, West Mall, Brentwood Plaza, Chaguanas, and C3 Center Mall, San Fernando, and IslandEtickets.com. For more info, call 683-0356.
Eastside, are you ready to laugh?
Well,
clock yet.
Ho, ho, ho! This Christmas, small businesses, this one's just for you. Get your brand, your product, your business in front of thousands every single day on New Era TT Radio, Net Radio, and Gael Caribbean TV. And here's the gift you've been waiting for. Radio and television advertising has never been more affordable anywhere else. We are talking unbeatable real rates, prices no one else can offer you for primetime slots that put your business right where your customers are watching and listening. So call us today at 299-5156 and turn your Christmas into real results and real profits with affordable advertising, so you too can say Merry Christmas. All right, so we are back.
What's all that shuffling noise making there? I thought Richard was coming back. With the tiki.
You thought he was coming back in with what?
With the tiki.
Oh, well, I don't know. The operators just disappear at times, you know.
He must be going to get next cup of coffee.
Sometimes when they say I say certain things on a hearing face, it's because I waiting on the operator.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are back and the second hour. Of course, the poll wasn't really put up during the news, so I know you all don't know what the poll is. So, was it? No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was not. That's why there are no votes. So, we'd have to wait for people to vote now.
Yeah, no problem. Do you support the extension of the state of emergency for another 3 months? That's our poll. It's going to Parliament today to be extended. Well, the proposed extended for another 3 months. So do you support the extension? Because, I mean, we've discussed it ad nauseum as to why, what's the reason behind it, But
anyway, so that's the poll. So we'll give you 10 minutes to vote and then we will, or maybe
I can call out what's on the chat so far.
No, we're giving people time to vote because nobody was voting before.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, all right. People time to vote.
In the mountain mood,
Yeah, it wasn't. I just decided we're going to be in a pause, waiting. How that makes sense?
No, the poll went up just before we went to the news, Richard, and it came off during the news. All right. So because people started to vote on the WhatsApp even before we went to the news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
anyway, we could give them 5 minutes and then we could start tallying the votes. So I'll have 5 minutes.
All right, so while we wait on that, let me just remind people or to encourage you all later on in Faizabad, for the Faizabad Community Center, they have something that is on, or they can support the Faizabad Composite School.
What they have on?
They have a talent show.
We know people whining like they in Christendom in Rumbox later, but we don't know what the Faizabad is.
Yeah, there's an ad. We play an ad every time there's an ad break about the issue of what taking place in Faizabad.
Oh, okay. Well, remember when I use that opportunity to go and get my coffee and thing.
Yeah. We understand that.
I generally don't see our news at all at 7.
Yeah. Well, most people do that, do different things within the breaks and stuff,
Yeah.
Just like you go for your coffee, people go for theirs also home and finish up the sandwich and stuff. Yeah, but for the people in Faizabad, they have a talent show that is on this evening, and it's very affordable, only $20. So it's go out and support things in your community because they really need the assistance, Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to congratulate the Prime Minister on being quick to the response in terms of the response to Jamaica and providing assistance to Jamaica. I thought Trinidad was very much on top of the ball because I saw a news item on TTT News where they toured Pledeco and where they had a lot of stuff already ready to go.
Loading up some containers.
Yeah, ready to go. so I want to congratulate her on being very proactive about that. And
Well,
she congratulated Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, on his leadership during the crisis. So even though on one hand, I will criticize you in terms of how you deal with CARICOM, I want to congratulate the Prime Minister in terms of her leadership with regard to that. I thought it was really well done and seemed very well coordinated. So congratulations.
Yeah, I want to join you, Richard, in that. And you know why too? Because last night, maybe people knew, but I didn't know, certainly. The Prime Minister said that she went there. She lived in Jamaica for 14 years. She and her husband, and she said she went there at age 18 and lived there for 14 years. So that was something I didn't know. I mean, I know that she studied in Jamaica. She would spend some time in Jamaica because she was pretty close with the Prime Minister before. Was it Bruce Golden? I think there was a picture of them dancing together and so on. But she did say she lived in Jamaica for 14 years, so she has a close affinity to Jamaica. So well done, Prime Minister, and all the others who came together and put together stuff to send to Jamaica. As I used to be a regular Jamaican recently, but I don't have to go anymore.
A bang bang Jamaican.
Mm-hmm. I think the Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association also contributed stuff towards that. So kudos, as I said, the Prime Minister took leadership in terms of organizing that. So kudos to her, and I thought it was very statesmanlike in terms of leading the country forward, in terms of assisting our neighbors.
Yeah.
And I think also there's I think I saw it also with the Catholic Church. They have a foundation, I can't remember what's the name of it, and they signal also that I think either from today or tomorrow they start
from tomorrow, Sir Charles. You can give it correctly. It is from tomorrow, November 1st, at St. Finbar.
Did you hear what I said?
Archbishop Raguba saying
right. So I said, I hear what I said. I think it was either from today or tomorrow. He didn't hear that part, but that's all right.
Bishop Raguba singing.
From tomorrow at St. Finbar.
Okay. I sound to be correct. All Saints Day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could start dealing with the votes now, Wendell.
Yeah.
So
I think waiting for instructions,
I think we have given them about 5 minutes to vote. So
I just waiting for instructions. Guy Small, no. Classic Brother, no. Joseph Clement, no. Ava Smith, no. Michael Cadet, no. Marlon Motley, no. Beauty Culture, no. Robert Taylor, no. Ingrid from Tucson, yes. Florence Bazi, no. David McCarthy, no. Jason Samuel, what is that? Oh, he putting up what is supposed to be the poll. We had already put that up. Joanne Carrington, no. Nicola McNichols, no. Jason Samuel says yes. Joyce Phillip, no. Nicole, Stick Money Grip, no. Marcia Rock, no. Margaret Thomas, no. Carlisle Cupid, yes. I don't know that there's been a drastic reduction in the number of murders, I don't know that. Rena Jennings, no. Lester Cragwell, no. Gregory Boyer, no. Anthony Miguel, no. Kazim Mohammed, no. Boy Bidesi, yes. Colted Finch, no. Carla Hercules, no. Patricia Reed, no. Ron DeSantis, no. Kenny in Harlem or Kenny in Trinidad, no. Old Lady, no. R.L. Baker, no, didn't vote. Gemma Peters Hall says yes. Finbar Collins, no. And you're not going to get out either any police update on the successes. Police like they stopped doing press conference. You notice that? DKB, no. Donna Ramlo Chan, yes. Did you vote already, Donna? Joyce Phillip didn't vote. GH, no. Eunice Dublin, no. Lennox Francois, no. Ebony, no. Florence Bazi, no. James Kamau, no. Anon, no. Michael Robinson from Yokohama, Japan, no. Morning, we love you too, Michael Manish. Charles Duncan, no. Carol Guevara, no. Felix Cazo, no. Apollinaris, no. Miguel Gonzalez, yes. All right, where are we now? Sherma Paul, no. Scorpion Pepper, no. Well, Derek, I think you voted. Trini Merle Kitchen, no. And a lot of chat. Andre Reno, no. Jude Khan, yes. Sankofa, no. Bridget Buchanan, no. Guy Small say I did not vote no. Well, where you voted on earlier on then, your first comment was no earlier on. So what you're voting then, Guy Small? Sandrina Bagan Charles says good morning. Anna, no, is it cool? You voted already. Estelita Sampson, no. Michael Oliver, I think you voted already, didn't you? Bernadette Yates, no. That's it. And Valerie Mendoza is saying exactly what I saw. Guy Small, you said no, and you need a bottle. I saw that, so I assume it's no for the vote. What else do we need a bottle for? A bottle of rum? Vodka, tequila, what do you want? What a bottle you want? Milk, baby milk? What bottle you want?
All right. So on the WhatsApp, we had Pauline is saying yes. We have Judith in Tobago saying no. Junior saying no. Raymond saying no. Kenwin saying yes. Frank Andrew saying yes. Zena saying hell no. Patrick Biddy saying yes. Sean Ram says yes. Sexy Reds says yes. Horatio says no. Terry and Peter says no. Princess Tong didn't vote. Brenda and Pinal no. Captain Ron no. Mahi no. Laverne says no. Archbishop Ashton Clark, no. Rockaway, I'm going inside the right, yes to the poll. And Sean, I gave it Sean Ram already, I think so. He said yes. And Fifi in Ethiopia is saying no. And that is it so far. And these stragglers all they come in quick before Richard.
Wendell, any further vote from your stream?
No, I haven't. Valerie Mendoza is saying, Wendell, you didn't read my vote. No, I'm almost certain I did, but if I missed it, it's because you're chatting so much. You're not voting at the beginning of the sentence. Vote at the beginning of the sentence, because I can't be reading through your whole tirade then to arrive at your vote. So Charles keep buffing all over that every morning. Vote first and then talk.
Suggested. Suggested.
So our poll this morning: do you support the extension of the SOE for another 3 months? We had 77 people voting in the allotted time. Of the 77 people voting in the allotted time, 62 of you said no, you do not support an extension of the SOE, and 15 of you said yes. So 62 said no, 15 said yes, for a total of 77. That's it for our final poll for this week. And so the poll is now at an end. I have crumpled the paper. That means even if you vote now, we're not counting. So that's it. The voting is done.
Yeah.
All right.
I owe you all a story, and I'm going to give you all. I'm going to try to be as succinct as possible with my police story and why people feel I hate police or I have a problem with the TTPS. We have long since said on this show and on even the previous show that a police officer could change your life like that in an instant. They could make you or they could break you. We have had several instances of police officers setting up people, for want of a better word. I'm sure we have all had a friend or family member who has been wrongfully charged by police or set up by the police. We've read countless stories about it, and where police end up before the courts or end up before magistrates or judges or end up before disciplinary tribunals, and they pay not a single price, except maybe they transfer them from one place to the next, or some of them actually go on suspension. I think there's only been in history one police officer who was fired from the TTPS, right? And that was the police officer with the little episode with, I think, former Prime Minister Mr. Manning, right? If I remember carefully. He might have been the only police officer that was fired from the TTPS, right? We have had several others, as I said, been on suspension for all manner of things. But the police officer I speaking of my experience I have had several experiences with police officers. But the one I had that changed my life almost forever is the experience that I had with the police officer I was married to, right? And I mean, I don't want to get into my marriage because a lot of people may know that. And marriages work sometimes, they do, like people who've been married 40-something years and 50-something years, and then some marriages don't work, right? Mine lasted for quite a while and then it didn't work for a lot of reasons. And a lot of it superstitious. I should say superstitious because my ex-wife then had believed in all manner of things, and after my trip to Africa, it was just downhill after that, right? Africa and China, actually. It was just downhill after that. But I won't go back there just yet. But because I was the one who filed for divorce, and as I said, it brought out a certain spirit in her that I've never seen before. And that spirit got to the point where it became provocative. No, that's not the correct word. Provoking. It ended up provoking spirit where she would come to the home and take out her phone and film me and all manner of things. It was just crazy.
Did you, if I may interrupt you, did you clear this with your attorney?
My attorney? Yes, I told him I'm going to speak about it because the matter has ended in the court.
I'm just clarifying.
I did clear it. I told him I'm going to talk about it. You understand?
Just clarifying.
You free to do that now because the matter was in court for quite a while, right? Anyway, it resulted in an incident one day with my wife filming me, and I knocked the phone out of her hand. And to my surprise, she went to the police and reported me. And police came and arrested me, charged me and arrested me. This happened 3 years ago. I was still an alderman of the Port of Spain Corporation, and I was on radio. I had my business. We were still going through a divorce settlement. And I was charged for the first time in my life. I had to face being fingerprinted and handcuffed. It was the most traumatic time in my life. And I'm saying, so that's why I tell all you, police could be wicked and vindictive. You understand? And I'm going through this and I'm saying, wow, just like that. Huh? Just like that. So anyway, the matter took its course, and mind you, certain other things happened during that time that kind of befuddled me in terms of the direction this person was going. But they decided to follow through on it, even though I have similar complaints against them. And I'm saying, well, what is this going on here? Anyway, the matter came up for hearing, and it has now been resolved to my benefit. You understand? And I just shake my head every day as to how people can change and how people can attempt to alter your life. And I remember when it happened, I offered my resignation. I said to the MP, because he was my first attorney, Keith Scotland. in the matter, I said I have to resign because I can't I can't be on a charge and I'm sitting there. He said, no, don't. You know, he will sort it out. I said, make sure the Prime Minister knows. You understand? And that's why two people that I kind of ended my political career, because if I wouldn't support someone else in a similar situation, then I can't support myself. You understand? I basically ended that because of this lady who decided she is going to get even with me, or not even with me, but to be vindictive towards me. And she's a senior police officer, and she used junior police officer. And I remember telling them, I said, you're being used, you know. Nobody didn't listen. But thankfully, the matter went to court. Thankfully, I had people in my corner. Some members of my family don't even know this story because I couldn't tell them. You understand? Because I wouldn't know how they would react. You understand? So I couldn't tell them, and I didn't. They may be hearing it for the first time, but the matter ended just this week, you know, in my favor, and I'm happy for that. Richard Raghubase was a good friend to me. I remember coming out of the station that night, and Richard was the first face I saw as I walked out that station. So Richard, thank you for your support. And throughout all what I've been through the years, you are probably one of the few people who know the whole story of my life now. And of course, my good friend and my attorney, Stephen Wilson, who really stood side by side. And if it wasn't for Stephen Wilson, trust me, I might have been on a lot more charges now. And you all wouldn't have had the benefit of seeing it here in your radio because of that situation. You understand? Today, thankfully, you know, we are divorced, you know, 4 years now. But guess what? I still had to deal with the person because we have a son together. You know what I mean? But it was the wickedness personified. And I swear it's spiritual wickedness. Because I would have brought back stuff from Africa that this person threw away. Because they say one night when they're praying, they see the things walking through the house. I mean, you can't get more paranoid than that.
Yeah.
You understand? So all that I've had to live with, and I've smiled every morning. I've come on this radio, and I've entertained, informed, educated you all. I've done my part. You understand? It hasn't been easy, but I'm telling you, I tell people now, if you're not married, don't get married. And if you're married, don't get divorced. Because some people could really put you through hell. And I went through hell, but I'm here. I'm here. Thankfully to people, my friends and my family and my friends who kept supporting me. And you all kept supporting me. Right?
Yeah, but there's a movie for that, you know, To Hell and Back.
To Hell and Back.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
And then there's all of Richard's play. All of Richard's plays.
So now you all can understand all these plays Richard have been writing over the years. It's been a lot of what I have been through in my life that Richard has been writing up, because he knows it all.
All right, okay, no problem. So we can move on. Can we?
Yeah, we can move on.
Now, I feel like I was in church. That was like a testimony.
You know, yesterday I was at Balize House, Wendell.
You?
Yes. Hey, watch now. The place nice.
What you doing over there?
Yeah, right. I got invited to something at Balize House. Yeah.
I saw him there. I just want to end by saying, it's easy to love someone, but you know it's even easier to hate them. And I can't. It's not possible for me to hate someone, but if I had to, trust me, that would be the person.
All right, so let's move on because Richard will fall asleep because he is normally fall asleep in church anyhow whenever he goes on the rare occasions. You know, being the good actor that he was. So 2811315. Mr. Patrick.
Yeah, that'd be real boring giving a sermon for me to host.
Mr. Patrick.
Oh, your sermon too long.
Good morning.
Morning.
Richard Agubasik, morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Patrick.
Wendell Stevens, morning.
Morning.
Wendell, you see that? You see what you talk about it?
You went through that?
Plenty people go through that.
I thought you
plenty people go through that. I went through that. I went through that. 1986. I went to court for about 100 times I had a room and I had it. The first my right. So I know what I'm thinking. Nice. When them people come off your shoulder and win a case, I burden of be lifted. So I can't hear them. I just picture them and they want help. It's helping us out. Nice. Let's move on from that. You know, for the past week, I listened to all the discussion on the radio about Caribbean unity and a zone of peace. Trinidad is a zone of peace. If you want to hear war, go up in the Gaza. We're trying to make peace for how much years? And they will never get peace up there. You understand? We have a little crime here, yes, plenty crime, plenty kidnapping, plenty this, plenty that. But we still a peaceful nation. Now, I was listening to the budget, and I have business people, Richard Agubasik saying I have business friends, right? Who own bars. The government say they're trying to diversify the country, right? Into what? Tourism and agriculture, right? But they're doing everything not for tourism. You know understand that? Abaman telling me what it was there. That he had to raise everything in the bar. And in the restaurant we had to raise food too. Because at the 5% electricity tax on what? On
commercial and industrial.
Right?
Commercial and industrial, yeah.
Yeah, I said, so what could be happening here, boy? He said, well, two things happening already, he said. Number one, he losing customers. Yeah, number two, he will have to let go some staff. Where we going this way? Because from my understanding right now, a Heineken in certain places when they don't go and raise yourself, $25.
We do wholesale, you know. Our prices are wholesale prices. In any
a lot of places are 25, yeah.
Yeah.
Some places are 30, yes, Mr. Patrick.
30, right? Okay. Well then, I'm thinking, can we afford that? And tell people cannot afford that. I hear you making an argument yesterday, Richard, about recreation and socialization, which people need in their life. Eh? Without recreation and socialization, we don't go mad out there. Nice? There is trees on the port with containers that raise everything in Trinidad and Tobago. And they're talking about sell out goods, but they forget the 10% tariff from the US government. And nobody talking about that. So
I went. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Mr. Patrick. When you finish, I'll say.
Well, that tariff, that 10% tariff doesn't affect us in terms of it will affect Americans buying.
So if we selling out goods, if we selling out goods to America, you have to pay 10% tariff.
Yeah, they have to pay that 10%. So the fallout may be reduced demand. That might be the fallout.
Reduced demand.
Yeah.
And reduced demand is reduced money in your coffers. Right? But a lot of people don't understand this budget yesterday. You just sit down and analyze the budget step by step. But the problem in Trinidad and Tobago, the minute you talk about the budget, they label you at UNC, I pay them.
Yeah.
And me not pay them in the UNC, I'm a Trinidadian. So
them UNC people, Mr. Patrick, them UNC people extra sensitive now. The minute you open your mouth and oh gosh, we now come back in, give you a chance. All you did for 9 years, all they were silent. But clearly they don't know that.
So I tell a friend up to one night we discussing the Caribbean Airlines. And all the PNM, I said, stop being stupid now. I don't know what PNM, it has to do with economics. Economics, I don't stop watching politics, party, and things. Economics. And we're talking about diversify. But we are doing nothing to diversify this country. Look, this company was so long here. You see what? Nutrient.
Nutrient. Yes, okay.
I tell somebody, all you could remember about 2 years back, and some metal. They say, who is that? The steel company.
Yeah.
This company, one day again with the one they leave and go to
and they get run. A union man said, take all your thing and go. A union man run them.
The Dragon Deal talk now, the Dragon Deal and different deal we're talking about it. People don't realize what is really going on there. They're talking about UNC and Maduro and PNM and things. But it's bigger than that. If we don't get gas, let's imagine we want to open up a refinery, right? We say the oil from Venezuela, they will have come to refine, right? We have the hopes on Guyana oil to come and refine. Guyana doing their own thing. Now, what we going to refine if we go to open up a refinery?
But we used to import oil to refine, you know, Mr. Patrick.
Yeah, but from where? Where we getting it from now?
Wherever.
And there's a lot of things, a lot of things.
I mean, I don't know. We are not experts in energy in this show. So you have mixed opinions from the people who are in that field about the plausibility of reopening that refinery. I remember Karen when we spoke with her, she said they should do away with the refinery and build a new one that's more efficient.
Mr. Patrick, I don't leave you there. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know you have plenty to talk about.
You have different views on that issue and the viability of that refinery. So you have different views.
Okay. Good morning to you.
I was going to say, I went to drop off a course to send a letter abroad for someone yesterday via FedEx. So, you know, it's a letter, it's a piece of paper that they have to put in one of their envelopes to send. You know how much it costs?
No.
About $60 US.
How much?
$500 TT dollars. $502 to send a letter.
I was wrong. It's about $75 US then.
To someone. But guess what? FedEx told me that they have a sale. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you come, you get 50% off. I said, nah, the person need the letter tomorrow. So because if I waited until today, they won't get it until Monday. I said, so the person need the letter right away. So I end up spending but $502 to send a letter.
And the letter was going to the States?
To Canada.
Oh.
Wow. Caller, good morning.
For the States, only for other places. The States they have no special.
Oh, they have no special for the States?
No.
Because that's probably the biggest volume.
Virginia, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Norfolk, Virginia, front and center. How are you guys doing this morning?
All right.
So, Charles, I come in here to defend your honor, Sir Charles. But before I do that, just to let you know, you folks are out here in the nether regions of the world, well, North America at least, remember to set your clocks back. Already have issues waking up early in the morning sometimes. Hey, if I'm waking up with 3 men in the morning, well, boy, I already have a challenge just waking up for a woman first thing in the morning, but a different story. Anyway, hey, guys, just want to know yesterday, Wendell, explain to me how you did something here. Yesterday, and so Charles, I hear, don't worry, the cavalry is here. I will defend you. So Charles was telling about, you know, his viewpoint on the matter or whatever, right? And he asked him, show me your jockey shorts. Show me your jockey shorts, right? Somebody said his petticoat, his yellow petticoat was showing. Oh gosh, boy. But at the same time, and Richard, tell me if I'm wrong, when they'll lean back, how he take that off, boy, and put it and wipe his forehead, wipe his face? Did he put it back on? Something red. You didn't use your jockey shorts, did you? And you asked the chance to show But you're a contortionist?
No.
Anyway. Yeah, right. I know. You're just really a rag. I just mess with you. Hey, it's Friday, man. Tell the callers and then listen, man. Leave the heavy stuff with you in the week. It's Friday, rum box. I might come in costume, you never know.
Yeah, come on, wine like a hypocrite.
Right. And just like that, right, I would be coming down, and just as Rhoda say, right, fling him off to hell, she wouldn't listen, and then she started to whine like she never christened. And thank you very much for not playing that video that certain caller, good morning, ma'am, sent in, because that was just the catalyst into why Rhoda's song, whining like she and Kristen, just hit me. But thank you. So I could miss church this Sunday, right, fellas?
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
That's my point on that. Take it easy, guys. Have a great week.
David Rhoda could be singing about Gilad, you know. You never know.
It's quite possible, you know. You ever see how she was whining and carry on?
Well, if you didn't know before, you can find out later. You can find out. Good morning, Gailey. And good morning to my good friend, Corey Pascal.
A good old country wine from what? Tamana?
Yeah. Country gal, you know. Real country gal. Call online. Call on Mr. Corey. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning again, Sir Charles. Morning again. Now, this morning I made some statements here. Some I presented as facts and some I presented as opinions. Now, if I invite you guys to fact check the statements I made relevant to the intervention of Madame Motley, President Ali, and the President of Suriname in the realization of the OFAC license under the previous government. If that is fact checked and it realizes that the veracity of my statement is questionable, I can reprimand it and I would humbly apologize. However, the other statements I made this morning was opinion. There is a difference between fact and opinion. I formed the opinion, and one of the opinions that I formed was that President Ali was peeved with our Prime Minister. I formed that opinion based on the interaction between them following in recent times with respect to our Prime Minister making advances I'm
all right, we're losing him. So
yeah, to the Ghanaian president with respect to the acquisition of gas from Guyana, and in my opinion, his response was flippant and showed a lack of interest, and the manner in which he responded encouraged me to form the opinion that he was peeved. And I learned two facts last night. One was that these people made an impact and an input. I learned that. And the other fact that I think I learned is that all OFAC license is not an OFAC license. There are different conditionalities in OFAC licensing. So I learned that. And out of the discussions last night, those two things I learned. And the more important one is that an OFAC license is not necessarily a OFAC license. I thought once you get the OFAC license, I learned that.
They say Maduro using it as a paperweight right now.
To clarify that. Can I discuss another matter or with you?
People them balling how you come back on again and talking for so long.
Yeah, so let me see if we get somebody else. If we don't get nobody else, we'll take it. Right?
Next week we'll dedicate 3 days to you all talking alone because I know all you have a lot to say. And Donna Ramluchan, you miserable just like DL, you know. I'll watch your chat. You're miserable just like DL.
That's a hot box. All right. Okay, Princess, now take down the volume on the TV.
Hey, morning, gentlemen.
No problem.
So Charles, I made a point a while ago to you that when our Prime Minister spoke about supporting Guyana in respect of Essequibo, that wasn't a Maduro position in terms of Essequibo. That is a Venezuelan position. As a matter of fact, when Dr. Williams intervened to query that issue years ago, it wasn't a socialist government in office, you know. It was a right-wing government led by Perez and those fellas, so that issue cannot be debated. It's a Venezuelan issue in terms of Essequibo, not a Maduro issue. Now, another thing, I heard somebody a while ago, I think it was Richard, alluding to the fact about, well, he's not an energy expert. I am not an energy expert either, but I know that refineries are designed to refine a particular type of oil. So if we have to get oil to be refined at Point-à-Pierre, the oil would have to meet those specifications, or we would have to do as China did, reconfigure the refineries to deal with that particular type of oil. That was done along the American East Coast also, and is a fairly expensive adventure, you know, so that those are some of the considerations. I want to say this also. So Charles, yesterday, or day before, we had a slight, not a debate, but a discussion on, I think it's Natasha Wilson's I Will Always Be There For You.
Yeah.
And I mentioned the fact that it was a NAR calypso. And you questioned whether it was a political calypso. No. And I would say this.
No, I asked you that because I didn't know.
That calypso was in an era when the NAR was in office. If not in office,
right,
they were about to come into office. Just like gypsies,
ship.
Captain, the ship is sinking.
Yeah.
And from a historical context, that is what I was alluding to, that those calypsos of a particular era, as they say, calypsos tell our history, you know. And if I recall, Natasha Wilson was being promoted by the Mighty Sparrow, who himself had some calypsos in that era, like You're Mad and those sorts of things, you know. And the funny thing about it is this, Gypsy just left office at the in the last administration as the head of, I think was the National Carnival Commission. And he was the one at the time questioning whether we should stay on board. And it shows you how things could swing over decades, because clearly he has stayed on board. And that's a fact, you know, so that I think that sometimes things could look, how should I call it, terminal, but they actually not. It's just changes in the atmosphere.
You know what I think? You know what I think Sir Charles mixing up? He may have been mixing it up with. Remember, he also sang a tune, Sweetie Auntie. PNM had that done over and used on a platform under Mr. Manning very successfully.
I didn't have anything mixed up, you know. I was playing the song, and he said it was an NAR song. Or
during the NAR era.
Yes, I thought it was made for that particular campaign. So that is what I was asking him. If it was for that, but he clarified it was just a song around that time. You know, just like how we get different things. Finally, before we drop the news, please.
TNT, and that was used over by the PNM. It's very successful.
Yeah. Rock away, Dr. McQuick.
Morning, everyone. Happy Friday, as they say.
Miss you later, boy.
Other context.
I said we're going to miss you later.
Boy, I miss all you. I missing you coming down there hanging out with you all. That was a nice time, real nice time. When it to be no other context, before I said it no, what I said was I was hearing too many doomsday Nancy stories this morning, and I needed a drink. And then I said no, a bottle. A drink would be enough. So that's how I said the no.
All right. I was just provoking you too. I know you didn't vote no. I was just provoking you.
Yeah. All right, I good. We good. All right, you have a nice line. You have a good weekend. Take care.
All right, Paro.
Lime is on today.
Yeah, man. And the sun is out in all its glory now, people. I don't know if all you've seen it, but just looking like a good day to wine like it ain't Christmas.
Yeah, and most importantly, news is next.
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is Net Radio News Now.
This is News Now on New Era TT Radio in Gael, Caribbean. I'm Derek. Good day. Former UDECOT Chairman Calder Hart has won his legal battle at the Privy Council, which yesterday dismissed an appeal seeking to reinstate adverse findings made against him in the Los Alturas Towers Commission of Enquiry. The UK-based court ruled that the commission breached the principles of natural justice by failing to give Hart advance notice or an opportunity to respond to serious criticisms before publishing its 2016 report. The decision upholds the Court of Appeal's earlier ruling, meaning all adverse comments against Hart are null and void. Delivering the judgment, Lord Clark said Hart's right to fairness outweighed any argument about delays, affirming that he should have been allowed to defend himself before the Commission's findings were made public. Several police officers across Trinidad and Tobago say they have not yet received their October salaries and are demanding answers from authorities. Officers told Guardian Media they've been raising concerns since October 24th, calling the delay unheard of. Many took to WhatsApp groups to vent their frustration, saying the issue has affected morale and household budgets. Acting president of the Police Social Welfare Association, ASP Ishmael Pitt, confirmed receiving multiple complaints and said preliminary information points to a banking issue, as some officers were paid while others were not. He said the association is engaging TTPS officials and affected banks to ensure the situation is resolved quickly and to prevent similar delays in the future. A Freeport man was killed after his vehicle was struck by a container that broke loose from a truck along Rivulet Road, Cuva, on Wednesday evening. The victim, Mark Ramden of Rajkumar Trace, Arena Road, died at the scene. Police said the truck was heading east around 6:45 p.m. when the fifth wheel of the container broke, causing it to detach and crash into Ramden's gray Ford pickup, traveling in the opposite direction. The container also hit another car before coming to a stop in nearby bushes. PC Samad and Cuva fire officers responded, and a district medical officer pronounced Ramden dead. His body was taken to a funeral home for a post-mortem later this week, and the vehicles have been impounded by police. A 17-year-old La Romaine student was hospitalized after reportedly being drugged at school. Police say the Form 5 student of La Romaine High School began acting delirious after consuming an unknown substance, then collapsed in the staff room. He was taken to the San Fernando General Hospital, where he was initially treated in the intensive care unit, but has since been moved to a general ward and is now in stable condition. His mother told police doctors described it as a drug overdose. At least 4 other students also ingested the substance, but they are said to be stable as investigations continue. The government of Trinidad and Tobago has set up an interministerial committee to coordinate national relief efforts for those affected by Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica. The committee, led by Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Sean Sobers, will ensure aid reaches affected communities quickly and effectively. Through the High Commission in Kingston, the government confirmed that all Trinidad and Tobago nationals, including students, are safe. citizens are being urged to donate non-perishable items with at least a 3-month shelf life at any of the 14 municipal corporations in Trinidad or at TEMA facilities in Tobago between October 30th and November 4th. In international news, King Charles III has stripped his brother, Prince Andrew, of all remaining royal titles and evicted him from his residence at Royal Lodge, following mounting pressure over his ties to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. A statement from Buckingham Palace said the king had initiated a formal process to remove the style, titles, and honors of Prince Andrew. He will now be known simply as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and move into private accommodation. The move comes after renewed scrutiny over his friendship with Epstein and sexual abuse allegations from Virginia Giuffre, whose posthumous memoir reignited the scandal. The palace said the decision was necessary out of respect for victims and survivors of abuse. And that is news at this time.
That was News Now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio, Net Radio.
Pay $1 down on higher purchase plans at Furniture Plus. Enjoy fast approval, low interest rates, and up to 36 months financing. Retirees, self-employed, and permanent employees apply today. Buy now, pay later with Furniture Plus credit plans. Conditions apply.
Ho, ho, ho! This Christmas, small businesses, this one's just for you. Get your brand, your product, your business in front of thousands every single day on New Era TT Radio, Net Radio, and Gael Caribbean TV. And here's the gift you've been waiting for. Radio and television advertising has never been more affordable anywhere else. We are talking unbeatable real rates, prices no one else can offer you for primetime slots that put your business right where your customers are watching and listening. So call us today at 299-5156 and turn your Christmas into real results and real profits with affordable advertising, so you too can say Merry Christmas.
Charm Flair Auto Services Limited, your one-stop auto repair shop, located at number 1 Industrial Lane, Charm Flair, right opposite the brewery on the Eastern Main Road. Yes, we do it all. Repairs to all makes and models, from your everyday sedan to SUVs, light trucks, pickups, and panel vans. We're also the sole distributors of Davantry tires, certified VTS inspection station, plus a wide range of services: oil change, front end and suspension repairs, tune-ups, tire alignment, batteries, electrical work, radiator and cooling system, AC repairs, and accessories galore. We offer pickup and drop-off service too. Call us today at 662-6545 or 662-6572. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Charm Flair Auto Services Limited, number 1 Industrial Lane, Charm Flair. We do it all.
Get ready to experience an explosion of culture. The Faisabad Connection Theatre Company presents a mini concert showcasing incredible talent. Feel the rhythm with the incredible UC stars. Be captivated by the performances of Faisabad Secondary School Drama Group, the amazing Michaela Sylvester, John Denacion, and Daniel Gale, Mandisa Matthews, Abideli the Extempo Master, Whitney Williams, Amelia Harding, and Joseph Lopez. It's a night of poetry, music, dance, drama, and drumming, all come together in one unforgettable performance. Friday, October 31st, 2025, 7 p.m. at the Faisabad Regional Complex. Cost $20. Contact 379-9078 for more information. Don't miss out on the talent, the energy, and the connection.
CLR is your turn. The Roadie Lovers comedy show is coming to the east. Cipriani Lipa College. One show only. Sunday the 2nd of November, 6:30 p.m. maybe. Tickets available at Electronics Arena, Doman Shoe Store, Long Circular Mall, Anthony's Floral, Val Park, Gay Square Stores, Eastgate Mall, West Mall, Brentwood Plaza, Chagonas, and C3 Center Mall, San Fernando. And IslandEtickets.com. For more info, call 683-0356. Eastside, are you ready to laugh? Well, clock it.
S&H Rum Box, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rum Box. Drinking out of the box.
Loose in my waist, not the answer shade. Washing up my spine, making up my head, not the answer shade. They don't know me already. When it comes to party, I just wine and go down and wine and go down and wine and go down full stop. And everybody, they just talk about me with my hand in the air, rum in my head. Whoa, you know I'm doing it.
I play. Look there, from one extreme to the next, you know, the two of them having a ball, you know. You think it's easy, you know. But I just wanted to end today by telling people, you know, resilience and determination and hope and faith and prayers and support has never meant as much to me as for the last few years of my life. You understand? And I have a lot of people to thank, but I especially want to thank someone who would send me mad one day and then keep me sane the next day. My attorney and my friend Stephen Wilson used to send me mad today and then bring me back to sanity the next day. You understand?
That's when he telling you. That's when he telling you things that you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
That's when he telling you things that you don't want to hear.
He's always telling me things I don't want to hear. But I just saying, he has been so good to me, you know. So thank him for keeping me and of course representing me. And I also want to thank Keith Scotland, who was the same as my first attorney in this matter, until he became the line minister for the same said police. And he could have done so much then. Yeah, he became the line minister for the police, and you know, and he used to warn me, you know, he said, Wendell, and I didn't used to listen to him either sometimes, you know what I mean? Because I was so upset by that situation and how it played out, you know what I mean? But you know, I got the support that I needed, quiet support from my sisters, because none of them ever approached me about it, and I'm sure they knew. None of them ever asked me, but I'm sure they kept me in their prayers. You understand?
They probably must have said, who sent you?
Yeah, well, they said that 20 years ago. Who sent me back? I went back there, and look where I end up, in handcuffs. Anyway, but all's well that ends well. Thank you very much, and thank you for all the support. Richard, you too. I can't thank you enough. You know what I mean? For being there, being a good friend. Making a lot of money on my head with your plays, but that's all right. I'm cool with that.
But we will look forward when you decide that you want to try it again.
What?
You cursing it? You cussing it?
You just cuss on national radio, such a...
You just cuss it.
You just trust me on national radio? I don't believe that.
Don't stop. Your soul partner is around the corner.
You want to be bad. Yes, Miss Henry, I don't listen. I didn't listen then, but I listen now. Trust me. I listen to myself.
Just before we go, let me just take this call and then we wrap things up, guys. Good morning.
Good morning again, nice white Wendell all over the globe. Wendell, what you hunting for right here, you know? Yes. I have to go Africa for that.
Zina,
let me tell you, that story was for midweek. That's too heavy for today. Oh God, women whining girls. Start a remarks, man. That story was for midweek.
It will take up this show for the rest of the week. I don't want that, so that's why I did
all right. Yeah, all right, good.
All right. Okay. No problem. Thanks very much, Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, long since I've been calling me. Oh my word.
Yeah.
All before the news and everything.
Yeah. That's why I always say one life, live it. And I've said let go for years. But if I didn't let go and let God, woo, brother.
But just reminding you, of course, it is Friday, and of course, Wine Like Your Egg Get Christened is happening at Rumbox today from 5 p.m. till 10. But you can live till after 10, but Gaylan and Shane stop in at 10 because that's when they have to stop. Because she has to go all the way back to Tamina. And you know.
Through 4 Roads Junction. And look, they even see that road up there. They're bad.
She did a 2-hour head start to make sure she get home by 1.
Yes.
Oh.
Look that Gaylan used to call me sometimes on her way home from Arima. And 3 hours later, we still on the phone, you know, because she tried to find you through the bottle in Tamina.
Oh, so Wine Like Your Egg Get Christened is on today at Robux in St. James. You should not miss it. It's going to be lots of fun from 5 p.m. You know, lots of drinks. There is one thing they have for sure. So
we'll have some giveaways too. We'll have some giveaways too, don't worry.
So looking forward to that later. And of course, it's Friday. The weekend has begun, people.
Oh, yeah.
Your weekend starts right now. Are you ready?
Pump it up! It's Friday!
Somebody come on, let's do this. Here we go.
Remember to smile and laugh and drink for your health.
You know what I wish, Richard? That this lady surprised us on top down there.
Enjoy your weekend, whatever you do. This has been the Breakfast Show, people.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Wake up, it's a brand new dawn. The Breakfast Show got the vibes turned